Determine the percentile rank for x equals to 4.5 in the distribution that follows. Okay, so we've got our distribution, and the answer is either going to be that the percentile rank is 85%, or it's 80%, or it's 75%, or finally in D it says it could be 50%. So a percentile rank, the answer for a percentile rank is going to end up being a percent. Whereas if they had asked me for a percentile, this is tricky to keep track of, if they'd asked me for a percentile, like the 50th percentile or the 80th percentile or something like that, that's going to end up being not quite a score. We went over this in the last video, but instead it's going to be the upper real limit of some score. So this is what you're going to be giving them as an answer. If they're asking you for percentile rank, give them a percentage. If they're asking you for a certain percentile, then you're going to give them the upper real limit. Okay, so determine the percentile rank for x equals to 4.5 in the distribution that follows. And what I was saying in the previous video was that this distribution table can't be trusted in its current format. We have to think about the percentages that are over here on this side, these percentile ranks. We have to think about them not as corresponding to the number that is in the row with them, but instead we have to think about them as corresponding to the upper real limit of that number. So the 25%, let me do it like this. Let's say that if I have a I wanted to make a new list that's a little bit clearer. I've got percentile and percentile rank. I would say that the upper real limit of 2.5 is what goes with a percentile rank of 25%. The upper real limit of 3, which is 3.5, that is what goes with 50%. And so on. The upper real limit of 4, and this is the one that they're asking about, 4.5, that's what goes with 80%. And so on. The upper real limit of 5, which is 5.5, that's what goes with 100%. And if you think about it, this has to make sense. 100% of scores cannot be equal to or less than 5 because 5 has real limits. 5 really means all the way up to 5.5 all the way down to 4.5. So some scores could be as high as 5.5. How could you say that 100% of scores are equal to or less than 5 when some scores can be above that? They can be as high as 5.5. So it makes more sense to say 100% of scores are equal to or less than the upper real limit. So the answer to our question, where they're looking for the percentile rank for 4.5, that is 80%, because we have to look to the upper real limit of the same number that's, or the same score that's in that row. So our answer here is B.